Hello everyone. Today we are talking about how to collect data from Atlas of Living and importing that data into Mapbox. We start off with opening Atlas of Living in Google, and for starters they try to fill in the application and then give your credentials. Once you log in, this is how the interface would look like. Go to the search and analysis part, and then to the right side, if you see, you have a map, a table where you can zoom in and out like Google Maps. Then you can set your location as to where you want to collect the data and give them a particular location, and then it zooms out into that. And then you can set the radius of the location that you want to collect the data, and then you get to see a lot of species typologies and how or what the scientific name is, and it also shows us what's or how many of the data that you can find in that location. So let's just find something which has more data so that we can analyze that and represent it in Mapbox. All the common names and specific names are given for all plants and animal species. As the radius is very small, everything just looks like one or two data. So let's find something which has more data. Also, when you double click on any species, you get scientific information on that, and also shows you on map how much of that data is there, and you can edit or get that data and have your way of representing these data. For the species that I've selected, it shows in the blue circles, but then you can go on by changing the display opacity, color. Always try to keep the data in a very bright color palette so that it doesn't take away from the background. You can see how you get the information in different layers of for different uses as well. You see the option in the top column, we have import and export options. You have particular points and area where you can select, but we don't need that data. We only need the location data and the quantity of that species. It also gives us any records that's available on that species. You get to see all scientific data on that. It's a set of data set that can be downloaded in different formats and can be further used in other uses, not just for Mapbox analysis. Once we select, we give it for download and set the format in CSV file so that Mapbox can take CSV format. And then you give an industry as education, and then your download is complete and you get the link sent to your mail ID. Once you get the link, you download the Excel sheet in that, and you open Mapbox in a studio interface. Now let's open or create a new data set with a different style. Give it a name of plants and CBD. Create, or you can upload the CSV here, or you get to upload the CSV once the map opens as well. Sometimes when you open the Excel sheet, try to upload the Excel sheet, it doesn't take up. The file becomes too heavy, and it also shows how it's failed to upload the CSV file. If that happens, you go on to the Excel sheet that you downloaded from your mail ID and search the latitude and longitude columns. The Excel sheet obviously has a lot of data in it, or you can just search the phrase or the word of latitude and longitude, so it gives you that column, and then copy paste that into another file. So let's find the location. This column in CO and CP is the latitude, longitude, the whole column. You copy, open a new file, and paste it there. New file, paste it, and this file you save as it as CSV format, and give it a name and save it. Go back to Mapbox, create the new style, selecting monochrome would give a more brighter picture on the data that we're trying to analyze, so keep it in lighter and a monochromatic way. Once you open, you see the Mapbox interface. Go on to layers, toggle around the area where we have collected the data. Go to components, data visualization, and upload the data. It just takes a little while to load. Successful. Now you go to source and find the file that we have downloaded, the plant's name. So the last opened one is this one. If you zoom into it, that's the data we have collected. So making it in monochromatic and then highlighting would be better. By going to display settings, you can change the way it looks like. You don't have to maintain the same colors and shapes. You go to heat maps and change the opacity and the size. Basically, by doing this, it gives us a range of the species that was spotted in this area instead of just one particular geolocation. So heat map gives us a range of the area where we have data. So you play around with different colors and set of tones based on the proximity of the points. This is one way to represent it. This is the heat map. You close that map and you can add one more map same way, adding it component, data visualization, box, find the source, here you can see chloroplast symbols, 3D extrusions. You want to symbols. By default, the Mapbox gives you a simple shapes and size and colors. You can give a different size, color, and icons and images. You could even upload a different icon, however you'd like to represent it. We are collecting plants data, so let's try to keep everything in green color palette, something in green symbols. So yeah, this is how you download the data set from various softwares or online platforms like Atlas of Living, Oren, and there are many multiple softwares, but this is one of such Australian website. So thank you for watching.